Joining me now on this episode of Locally Sourced CP, two awesome gentlemen, Mr. Albert, founder and vice president of West Texas Vets here in El Paso, and Mr. Joe Olivas, owner of New Chapter Garage it's in Canutillo, right?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. How you guys
Thank
doing
you.
today?
Good, good.
Brother. Good, good. Yeah, happy to be here, man. Thanks for having us.
Oh man, I appreciate you guys coming on. I no, first and foremost, I am a Chevy guy, so I am super proud that you wanted to come on the show. I did own Camaros. I think I owned three Camaros in my time. No, two, and it was two Camaros, and then my wife had a Firebird. That's one of the main reasons we met. So that's kind of cool.
Hell
But
yeah.
I did end up like getting rid of them because of family and stuff. But I have a Chevy truck now, so it's kind of cool. I got my Silverado, so I'm happy. But we're here to talk about you guys, not me and my past Chevy cars and my woes missing my Camaros. But anyway, Joe, let's jump into you first, man. Let's talk New Chapter Garage, man. How did that get started, and what do you guys do over there?
Uh, well, we're a fix-it shop, but also we're a performance shop as well. We generalize in GM performance and GM vehicles. We used to be GM techs. I have 16 years of experience as a Chevy dealer, and my partner as well has about 18 years of experience as a Chevy dealer. We're both ASE Master Certified techs, um, with a lot extensive GM training. And how it got started was, um, I started working on Corvettes at Rudolph, or at the Chevy dealer, and I I saw this niche in Corvettes, and a lot of people, they take care of their Corvettes and they love their Corvettes. And I saw that and asked my manager, I'm like, something, can I just work on Corvettes because that's my thing. I kind of like Corvettes, and and I just wanted to just work on that kind of stuff. And um, it it it, it, it
It's
God,
kind of
I'm
a
sorry.
passion that just a kind of a passion that you built to work on Corvettes.
Yeah, and I mean, it started off all in Votech school because my teacher had a Corvette, and ever since then it was just like I just read into Corvettes and I know everything about Corvettes. And I saw that there was a need of somebody specialized just in Corvettes because customers, Corvette customers are um they're particular, and they love their cars, and I understand why, because they work all their life, and most of them are retirees, and they love their core. They worked all their life to own these beautiful cars, and they want somebody to take care of their cars, and that's exactly what we do.
That's so cool.
um it's their baby, they worked all their life for it, so we
Yes,
we
sir.
cater to that. You know and we love performance, we love how they drive, we love everything about them, and that's why we kind of specialize in Corvettes. We also do, Camaros. We just did a camshaft on the Camaro, um and a few other performance mods. We do a ton of C8s right now. We have a huge niche on C8s, as you can see in the background, and we have a C8 back there.
Yeah, I was gonna. Before we dropped on, I mentioned that you guys have like really cool backgrounds, and mine's just like color and some toys. But you guys have the better toys right there, I'm sure.
No, it's just a passion that we have. And um so I was working at the Chevy dealer for a while, and as I got better and better at the Corvettes, um, more and more people started coming to the Chevy dealer I was working at,
Mhm.
um, and we were like known as the Chevrolet place to bring your Corvette. Everybody would bring their Corvette to us, and I started to get better and better, and I got a person that with a really fast Corvette. His mechanic left him, and he's like, "Hey Joe, I have this Corvette. The thing is it's really fast, it's modified. The thing is, I don't know anything about it. Like to uh to fix it myself, of course, but you know, my mechanic left me. Um, is there a chance you can help me out with it? And I'm like, well, you know something, I just do nothing but stock stuff, but I can give it a try. So I got a hold of it, took it to my garage, to my house, and worked out in my garage. I put the engine in it, put the supercharger in it, and
Ooh.
it's like a group effort, you know, between the owner and me. And we we built a very fast Corvette. You know, by the time I was done with it was over 1,200 horsepower. Um,
Wow.
and we decided to go traveling from track to track to track. We went to Odessa, to Houston, to Albuquerque, Phoenix, traveling all over the place. And it was a lot of fun. You know, I would take off on Friday from work from the Chevy dealer, and I would go um, to all these racetracks and stuff like that. And I started getting a little bit more fame, and performance shop got a hold of me, and they're like, come on, Joe, please, let's go to come come over here, we need a Corvette guy. And I'm like, well, I don't know, man, uh I'm kind of, you know, I got benefits here, I got everything, but at the same time I was kind of low at the time, kind of bored, and I was like, you know, so I need to like learn more stuff. uh you know, because there's always always have this passion to learn more and more and stuff. And sure enough, I left the Chevy dealer. I went to this performance shop. Lasted a few years there, and COVID hit,
Mm.
and it was time to make a decision. Their sales are falling, and the owner was scared. We didn't know what the future was after COVID, so they started letting people go. So I got laid off, and then the same week that I was gonna get married to my wife, got laid off Tuesday, and then Friday was my
Oh
wedding.
man.
So it kind of
Yeah.
sucked.
What a way
So
to start,
Yeah.
right? Way to start, man.
and then
Congratulations, you don't have a job.
you're right.
Jeez.
Um, but but I was like, well, COVID actually gave me a chance to figure out what I needed to do, because my wife was like, oh, my future wife was giving me like, so what are you gonna do? Like, are you gonna go back to the dealership life? Or, and I'm like, I don't know. I mean, I don't really want to at the same
Mm.
time, because, and then she's like, well, you have enough, you know, you have work at home too. I mean, you know, people can come to you. Why don't you just like start your own shop? And I'm like, well, I guess. And then
Yeah.
one thing happened to another. So COVID gave me the time to research and how to start the business and the LLC and all the paperwork, and gave me time to do all the filing of everything I needed to get done.
Yeah.
My cousin Ruben, he actually helped me out with a lot of the stuff, how to set the shop up and everything. So I'm really grateful for my family and everybody
That's
for
cool.
supporting us. And one thing led to another, and we opened up shop, and 2 years later we're here, and we're trying to do better.
That's cool.
And
That's cool.
it's a huge learning experience. We still
Yeah.
have our things to learn. Uh, you know, such a new business.
Yeah. No,
But we,
no, go ahead. Sorry, I didn't mean to
yeah,
interrupt.
we're just trying to do a good thing. Like I say, we're also a regular shop. We do performance, so uh, we work with everybody, but mostly, you know, the GM product and what we know the best.
Yeah.
It's kind of like taking your vehicle to the dealership, but it's a smaller shop, which is more affordable compared to the dealership.
Yeah.
So it does bring us a lot more work, and a lot more. Uh, we get a little bit of older vehicles that actually the dealers don't want to accept anymore. Anything over 100,000 miles, or 10, or 10 years, they won't actually accept it anymore at the shop, at the dealerships.
Oh wow, that's crazy. Yeah, I know you had worked on my brother's Camaro that he just got. He had to retune it and stuff like that. And man, That thing's awesome, dude. Like it,
Yeah,
you figured out. So he had sent me the pictures and video that you had sent him of you tuning it up, and it's just really cool, man. You really know your stuff, and
yeah. Thank
um,
you.
it's just so cool how you got it running so nice, dude. It just sounds so nice, and it's so cool what you're doing that you're be able to help out other people and help out the performance wise, and also the general mechanic wise too. That's so cool that you're
Yeah,
so knowledgeable.
yeah. I started learning how to tune back uh when I was at the dealership. I acquired HP Tuners, which is a custom
Mhm.
software for tuning.
Oh, nice.
And at first, it was really difficult at first trying to figure out everything, all the tables
Mhm.
and everything that is inside the computer to what to move. And then just little by little, I learned. And thankfully, when I went to a performance shop, that's when I really grew at it because I really focused on that aspect of it. And I just started absorbing all that information. Uh,
That's cool.
but
So you guys, you're located over in Canantillo, and then you guys, it's new chapter garage. You contact you. I'll give them a phone number if that's okay. It's
yes, sir.
915-979-7603. Is that was the correct
Yes, sir.
one?
Yep.
Yeah. And you guys are at 141. Oh my gosh, how do you say that name?
El Chanate Drive.
Oh, over in Canantillo. Cool. And
Yeah,
I mean,
we're right off. Yeah, we're right off Donovan.
oh, sweet, man. All right, that's cool. No, I mean that's so awesome that you guys do that. You guys are there basically for, helping, like I said, helping people out that don't want to take it to the dealer for the dealer price,
Yeah,
and also for those who have the performance wise or even the general mechanics wise, you guys are there for them. I can attest that you're very good. I mean, like the way you've worked on my brother's Camaro and just the way you have it running, man, it's awesome.
oh, thank you.
No problem, man. No, let's jump over to Albert real quick, man, with West Texas Vets, sir. Thank you for joining us
Yes,
too.
sir.
We'll get to the reason why we're all together today, but let's talk a little about West Texas Vets. What exactly is West Texas Vets?
Well, it's a good question, man. So, West Texas Vets, it's comprised of Corvettes only, right? Exclusively Corvettes. But uh, we are a nonprofit organization, and we do charities and raise money for different organizations across El Paso and Las Cruces,
Sweet.
right? So, as you become a member in West Texas Vets, not only are we having fun with our cruising, but we're also giving back to the community, right? So really all our members, man, I can't complain. Our members are amazing. They're amazing people. They're great people. Everyone joined for a different reason, right? Whether it's to get away from the wife, get away from the kids, their escape, or make new friends, or just be part of our camaraderie. It's essentially an organized foundation for Corvette owners to build camaraderie, exchange knowledge, have fun, and give back to the community ultimately, right? We've been doing that a lot more than when we first started. When we first started, we were just cruising, having fun, right? And now our primary, I don't want to say our primary focus, but one of our biggest focuses is to give back to the El Paso community. And for example, we've given thousands of dollars to different organizations across El Paso and Las Cruces, and it's a sweet spot in my heart, and it's also a sweet spot for a lot of our members as well. And it's some great people, right? We're West Texas Vets. It's their club. It's not mine. It's their club, right? It's a
Right.
club. I hate to say it. It sounds cheesy. It's for the people, by the people, right? But the club is for the people, right? That for the members, right? And they love it. As far as I know, they love it. I always try to get feedback from them, so that we can organize different cruises, different events, get feedback on, hey, what organization do you think needs help right now?
Right.
So I can
Right.
contact them, and then we'll coordinate a fundraiser at a Corvette show, right? It's pretty awesome, man. I love it. I've gotten feedback from others. We've had Corvette members, some military, that have left El Paso, and they try to link up with a Corvette crew at wherever they went.
Mhm.
And I always get the feedback of like, man, this is nothing like West Texas Vets. Like these guys don't want to do shit, or stuff like that,
Yeah.
right? And it's good to hear because I'm like, hell yeah, okay, we're doing something, right, and I'm glad to hear that because it's a sweet spot in my heart personally to just have people have a good time, right?
Yeah.
And I couldn't do this without my partner, Joey. I know Joey's not here today, but Joey Sepulveda, me and him essentially founded the Corvette Club back in officially on paper December 21, right? But prior to that, we were just a bunch of guys, bunch of car enthusiasts, Corvette enthusiasts, hanging out and cruising.
That's
And the
cool.
decision was made to make it into a club, and we did. And the people wanted it, and we gave it to them, right?
Mhm.
So we respect everyone's feedback, right?
That's
And
cool.
we've grown lots of partnerships throughout, right? With different businesses, New Chapter Garage, phenomenal work, right? Our whole crew supports him, uh, really, because we know that he's a trustworthy mechanic, a trustworthy guy,
Yeah.
overall, just a good person, and he gives you the results that you want, right? And yeah, it's amazing. That's just one of many, right? Like we got Rudolph Chevrolet partnership, we got Twin Peaks, Dyer Family Dental, Comfort Zone, Donovan Family Dental, EP Detail Plug, Maracas, the best sandwiches in town on the west side. Right, did look that place
Nice.
up. Let's see, Revive Auto Solutions, Detail Garage, Kristen and Richard, West Texas Vets Luxury, Flight to Fight with American Cancer Society, the Angry Owl. It's just the list goes on, man. And without those partnerships, to be successful, and this, and Joe could probably attest to this as well, is you can't, as much as you want to do stuff on your own, you can't do it on your own, right?
Yeah.
Right.
Like you need external help,
Mhm.
right? And having that external help, it thrives, it builds your organization, right?
Yeah,
And
you can only go so far by yourself. You're correct. I agree totally
absolutely,
100%.
absolutely, man. And like I said, it's their club. It's not mine. It's theirs. I just help coordinate the direction that we're going and make sure that we stay legal. But not just me, my partner Joey,
Right.
right? Joey and I, we're on daily contact, right? Aside from our jobs and our family lives, like Joey and I have found a balance to maintain West Texas Vets to
That's
what
cool.
it is today.
That's cool, man. Yeah, I've seen some of the videos you guys post on your social media. It's so cool just to see
Awesome.
you guys just hanging out and then just cruising around. I know you guys hang out and like you had said before, you guys get together and raise money for other organizations, things like that. And I have to ask, how does one join West Texas Vets?
Well, so there are a few ways, right? It's funny. So some of the members that we have today, I was like that stalking driver, right? I
Hmm.
saw a Corvette. I'm like, oh man, I'm gonna follow this guy, right? And I'm like, it's a Corvette thing to you have to wave at fellow Corvette owners, right? You have to. It's just it's an unwritten rule. And if someone doesn't wave back, it's not good, right? You're just like, man, this guy, screw this guy, right? Right? No, not really, but yeah, I used to pull over a Corvette. It's like, hey man, nice car, hey, come check us out. Let's go cruise. You're gonna have, I'll give them the pitch, and then you know, it's not for everybody, right? Because just because you have a Corvette doesn't mean you have to be in a Corvette club. So, I found that out just like it's not for everybody, right? But those who want to be a part of something bigger or be a part of something that changes their lives, West Texas Vets is the place to be, in my opinion, right? But to your question, you could get a hold of me through get a hold of myself or Joey through Instagram, through Facebook, through TikTok. Our cars, most of our members' cars, they have little barcodes
Hmm.
on there, so you could scan the barcode,
Oh,
and
nice.
it'll take you to like a Google Documents page where it has a link to our Facebook, TikTok, Instagram, and an application online. And then we immediately get an email, and then we have designated two membership coordinators, are good members and very loyal members, Mitch and Robert. And those two individuals get a hold of that person, right? And then that's when the exchange will go from what the payment is and the applications. Hey, here's a list of events. Our primary form of communication is a WhatsApp, right? So as we get new members, we add them to WhatsApp, right?
Oh, that's cool.
And we have two chat groups, and one of them could probably be frustrating for some, older guys, because it's essentially a chat group of just talking smack, Corvette talk, El Paso events, stuff like that, right? So
Right.
the notifications with the amount of people we have on there are just endless. It's nonstop all day, every day, which I love it because it keeps us connected.
Yeah.
Right? Keep us connected, right? Because we were all once strangers, and we kind of still are, some of us. But when we're together, it's like we've known each other for years,
Yeah.
right? It's amazing, man. And then we have another chat group where it's strictly informational. It's myself or Joey putting out details of our next event, where we're linking up, who's it for, our flyers and stuff like that, right? Because
Right.
our rule is information only, from us two, because otherwise they'll get lost. That flyer I posted will get lost in one day, 150 messages later, right?
Yeah. No
So,
kidding.
but yeah, really, anyone could just they could, look us up on social media. Instagram is our primary one, and then from there we can bring them in and fill them in
Awesome.
on all the details.
Sweet.
And yeah, same goes if you see our car. Our cars, most of them have the barcodes. Scan the barcode, right? Yeah, it's fairly easy, man, but it's all for
Nice.
good cause,
Yeah. Yeah.
and they're
No.
gonna have a good time.
No,
You need
that's
to get a Corvette, right? Right.
I know. I already told my wife, like, no matter what, like when I retire, I'm gonna be that old man driving really fast in a Corvette. So,
Get
um,
your New Balance shoes, brother.
yeah, dude, I'm gonna have those. I'm gonna have those shorts, those
The
jean shorts with
jorts.
the jorts. Yeah, yeah, yeah. I can't
Hell
wait,
yeah.
dude. It's gonna be great. But hey, Joe, let me ask you too. Where
Sure.
can we find other information? I know I gave the number for your shop. It's again, I'll just one more time. It's 915-979-7603. Can we also
Uh,
find you on social media as well?
yeah, we also have a Facebook page, Instagram, a Google page, and also a website, and it's New Chapter Garage at uh, .com
Sweet.
for the
No, I'll make sure I include all of your guys' information description below. That way they can hit you up if they need their car fixed, hit you guys up if they want to show off, to show off their Corvette and join you guys and join the camaraderie, and also help out with any of the events. Which brings me to my next point, man. We're here to also to talk about the event with West Texas Vets, and also the New Chapter Garage having an event soon, right?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
All right.
Yes, sir.
I'll throw it to Albert first. Let's talk a little bit about the event upcoming.
All right, so two big events in March. One of them is Corvettes and Coffee that we established here in the West Texas region, and that one has been a success. It's through our very good partner Rudolph Chevrolet. So we do a Corvettes and Coffee quarterly, right? 4 times a year, and it essentially brings all Corvettes from El Paso and Las Cruces together, and we raffle a bunch of items. It's just an overall cool place to be, man, especially if you love Corvettes, right?
Yeah.
Unfortunately, it is not unfortunately, but it is exclusively Corvettes, because I've had other guys like with Hondas or Camaros like, hey, bro, can we come? You come spectate, but you're not gonna park where we are,
You're not
because
gonna
it's
park
it's
with us.
it's ours. It's Corvettes and Coffee, right?
Yeah.
It essentially it keeps the network tight, man,
Yeah.
because there are other Corvette groups in El Paso, us being one of the most active ones, and it brings all of us together, right? But that one, the next one is March 2nd, Saturday, March 2nd at Rudolph Chevrolet. If you have a Corvette, please stop by. Not only that, if you don't have a Corvette or you want to buy one, you can still stop by and spectate,
Yeah.
and you'll see all the raffle items we have. Miss West Texas, Miss El Paso, the Twin Peaks girls, great partnership we have with them. They're always with us. Um, and then we're raising money for the Animal Rescue League for that one, right?
Sweet.
That one's on the west side. That's just one of many animal services that we have supported, but we're raising supplies and money. And shortly after I coordinated that, right, for, for Joe's event, right, for New Chapter Garage's event is March 23rd, right, and it's essentially a similar sequence of events like Corvettes and Coffee, but it's open to all cars, right? So
Right.
when you have a show that's open to all cars, it's you get a lot more people,
Yeah.
right? Because with Corvettes you're limited, right? Not everybody has a Corvette, so
Mhm.
Yeah, there are some times where I want to open it up because the more cars we can get, the more money we can give, right? And we make $0 on this. It's more money for the organization, and
Right, right.
that's something we're talking behind the scenes. Maybe in the future we'll have something that's open to all. But March 23rd is a new chapter garage, and right after I coordinated with Animal Rescue League, Joe calls me. He's like, "Hey man, so I got a hold of Animal Rescue League, and they're
Yeah.
down. They want we're going to support them." And I was like, "Oh damn, okay, it's a double whammy, right? You know, they're
Nice.
getting money from us and getting money from a new chapter garage along with supplies, which it's a great thing also, right?
Yeah.
Because they are also a nonprofit organization. They're not government funded. So really that I could only imagine the amount of help that these nonprofit animal shelter, you know, need, right? So we're happy to do it, man. We're real happy to do it. And I'm kind of glad that we're double tapping with Joe's new chapter garage on the 23rd for Animal Rescue League, as well as our Corvettes and Coffee coming up March 2nd, which you are invited.
Nice. Yes. Yeah, and those are some of my favorite words, Corvettes and coffee. So we're
Yes,
good to
sir.
go. Now
Yes, sir.
I'll be there, dude. If we got everything go, I'll make it to both. I am super excited to see. I'll be honest. I haven't been out to uh you guys' stuff for a while. I had a friend a while back that had a Corvette and was, I don't know if he was with you guys or with another club, but it was a long time ago. And I just can't wait to get out and see both those shows.
Awesome, brother. Yeah, man. You're
Yeah.
always welcome, man. You're always welcome, even if you need content or whatever, man. We got
Sweet.
plenty of great people that you can speak to, right?
Nice.
And just pick their brain and stuff. It's a very diverse community,
Sounds
and
good. Sounds
and we
good.
love that, man. We love
Sounds
that.
good.
Yeah, there's it's all equal across the board, man.
Nice.
No one's
Nice.
better than anyone, even if you have the latest and newest Corvette. We're all the same, brother, you know, because we're all gonna enjoy ourselves, we're gonna make new friends, and we're gonna give back to the community, essentially.
That's perfect, man. That's awesome. And then Joe, before we let you guys go, is there anything else you want to say or add about, New Chapter Garage? Uh, anything else like I missed that you'd like to add before we end today?
No, just I just want to get everybody to this event. You know, it's like Albert says, it's for everybody that comes, for everybody, classic cars from the C10 pickups to um the 4x4 lifted trucks. Everything can show up to support these the Rescue League, because it's a big thing for us. I'm an owner. Well, me and my wife are owner of six dogs.
Right.
And they're all either rescues or adopted. Um, and they're a big part of our life. And you know, I see that the Animal Rescue League needs a lot of help right now. They're always running out of supplies.
Yeah.
They're overcrowded. They need the community's help to keep these poor animals, healthy and alive, and try to find homes for them.
Yeah.
Um, and it's sad to see just all these poor animals that don't have a place to go. Uh, and so it's a huge uh, thing for us here, and we always pretty much always give to the animals every year, basically.
Right.
We want to do this to be an annual thing. Um, we might next year. I was thinking about the second chance animal wildlife rescue up in County as well. They also need a lot of help too as well. So not too many people know about them neither. So they
Yeah.
do help a
Yeah.
lot of people. So
Yeah, well, whatever you guys need from me, man, you guys let me know. I'll help out any way I can. I mean, it's in the name, man, locally sourced. It's El Paso and the surrounding areas. I know I've had some people say, "Oh, can you feature us because you're not in El Paso?" Like, heck yeah, anywhere in the surrounding areas. And honestly, if you're a local business from like somewhere else, I mean, I have the reach. I'll be totally happy to help out. But yeah, anything you guys need, I'll help out. You just say the word and give me the info. I'll help out any way I can.
I know,
That's
definitely.
awesome, brother.
Thank you.
That's awesome, man. Really appreciate it. I mean, really putting out the word, man, for sure.
Yeah.
Uh, It's like Joe said, and we've been to all the not all, but quite a bit of animal shelters here in El Paso,
Mhm.
and it's man, Joe and I are the same, man. If we can buy 100 acres of land and adopt every single dog
Yeah.
and hire our staff to maintain them, we would do it, right?
Yeah, that's so cool, you guys.
It's 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 a bittersweet feeling, right?
Mhm.
For example, when we do the animal services, not only are we giving them the cash and also supplies, but we're walking the dogs.
Right.
You know, about half, I think it's half a mile or 3/4 mile each, as the staff is cleaning the kennels, right? So it's fun too, right? We actually have that event coming up in August for the animal services. But anyways, yeah, I can talk all day, man. I'll get
Yeah,
sidetracked.
no, man.
Apologize.
So can I, man. And this is all so
But
awesome, man. Just everything you guys are doing for the community. It's so awesome with the West Texas Vets, and then you, Joe, over with New Chapter Garage, wanting just helping out. You know, not only helping out, you know, everyone else who needs that. You know, doesn't, you know, that needs their car, not only the performance car, but the general mechanic sideways. And it's just so awesome that you guys are doing that, and then also giving back to the community at the same time. That's just so cool, you guys.
Yeah, no, thank you very much.
No, I mean,
man,
is it, I mean, I again, just if anyone interested in West Texas Vets, you guys can find them at westtexasvets.com. Also on Facebook and Instagram. Instagram, they're more. You guys are more active on Instagram. You said, right?
yes, sir.
Little
That's
Instagram,
correct.
and then also you find Mr. Joe Olivas. He's on New Chapter Garage. He's also on Facebook and Instagram. Follow him up. I'll make sure and put all the information in the description below. Guys, I can't thank you enough for being on. Let's get some coffee. I can't wait to get some coffee and check out some awesome cars at both the events, man. I'll make sure I'll include the descriptions for that for both events. What were the event dates again there, Albert?
So we got March 2nd, Corvettes and Coffee, and then March 23rd is New Chapter Garage car show
Cool.
fundraiser.
And then the Corvettes and coffee over at Rudolph Chevrolet, correct?
Yes, sir.
Awesome.
Rudolph Chevrolet, 9 a.m. to 12 p.m. We keep it at 3 hours because, you know, psychologically, people after 3 hours lose interest, right? But we have coffee on site. We have vendors on site, Twin Peaks Girls, Miss El Paso Enterprise on site, tons of raffle items,
Sweet.
and some beautiful Corvettes and beautiful people, man.
Awesome. Again, Albert, thank you for joining me. To you too, Joe, over at New Chapter Garage. I really appreciate it. I'll get with you soon. So I need to get some prices on maybe lifting my truck a little bit. So
Sure, definitely.
yeah.
Not a problem.
Thanks, guys. Well, I appreciate it. I'll make sure get all the info out as spread the word, and can't wait for the events, man. It's gonna be awesome.
No,
Hey,
thank
thanks
you
for
so much.
having us, Ray. Really
Thank you guys
appreciate
so much. You guys have a good one.
Yeah, you too, sir.
it. You too,
Thanks.
brother.
Thank you.